And, you know, a supercharged 5.7 would probably be in the ballpark of 550 to 600 horsepower. So, I mean, there's not going to be a shortage of performance if Dodge decides to go that way. I just think that there's going to be so many car enthusiasts that are very hardcore Mopar that will not enjoy going and scaling back in cubic inches. So, according to my buddy Growl, the 392 is being replaced, which I kind of saw happening. But what it's being replaced with, I did not see it coming. All right, guys. So I'm going to hit on a little bit of speculation that is surfaced by my buddy Growls Garage, and he has a source that attended a SEMA meet, and basically in this meeting they were discussing the potential trim levels or the options that are going to be in the future, and it consisted of a turbo 4-cylinder, a an inline 6 with forced air, a supercharged 5.7, and a Hellcat. And this is extremely interesting. This is the first time I'm ever hearing of a lineup like that. Okay, I don't know what to make of it. I don't know how accurate this is. But it's still extremely interesting. From my standpoint, I think it's kind of a mistake to remove the 392 and not replace it with a 426. At minimum, you can just improve upon the 392. The 392 has been a major hit, okay, in the Chargers, Challengers, even the Jeeps, and anything that anybody that has a 392 has loved it. Okay, so to just completely remove it and not either improve upon it or just keep it as it is, I think is a minor mistake on Dodge's part. Now, I do love the idea of a supercharged 5.7. Obviously, we all know that I'm a 5.7 homer. I love the 5.7. To be honest with you, it's in my opinion, I think it's the reason why Dodge has become so successful. They have the 5.7 has become the backbone of Dodge's success. When they implemented it in the Magnum and the Chargers and the Challengers, and then the 6.1 came out. I mean, the Hemi kind of gave the Dodge a rebirth. Okay. And the 5.7 has been really that backbone. It's been in all the trucks, and it's been in almost every single thing that they've produced. And so supercharging it would certainly be awesome for any 5.7 owner, just because the 5.7, we can farm out parts and this, that, and the other thing. And a supercharged 5.7 would probably be in the ballpark of 550 to 600 horsepower. So I mean, there's not going to be a shortage of performance if Dodge decides to go that way. I just think that there's going to be so many car enthusiasts that are very hardcore Mopar that will not enjoy going and scaling back in cubic inches. Okay, there's a lot of guys that they want that larger engine, and they want Dodge to keep expanding that Hemi. And I'm not sure that there's going to be too many enthusiastic people willing to trade in their 392 for a supercharged 5.7. I could be wrong on that. I mean, me personally, I think it's awesome. I would love to have a supercharged 5.7 out of factory, making that kind of power. But again, this kind of goes against the grain of what I've heard in the past. I do find it interesting, and the reason why I'm making a video on it is because I like touching on all speculation, all rumors, everything. This way, I like to see what you guys think about anything that's out there, any potential, nuggets of truth or whatnot. So again, you know what? Let me know what you guys think about what Dodge has, or what this rumor is bringing to the table, a lineup with all forced air. Okay, there's going to be no naturally aspirated Chargers or Challengers anymore. Okay, it's going to be turbo 4, I guess a supercharged inline 6, or I'm not sure if he said turbo or supercharger for inline 6, then a supercharged 5.7 and a Hellcat, all of which will be making a lot of power. And yeah, I think this is definitely interesting. And you know what? If you haven't checked out my buddy Growl, I'm going to put his video in the description. I did find it insanely interesting. I'm not sure how credible the source is, but I do trust my buddy Growl. If he says that he heard, a top level executive or an owner hearing this in the SEMA meeting, I'm going to take his word for it. Yeah, life is going to be very, very interesting, guys. I don't know, what Dodge is planning on doing, but some big things are going to be probably coming soon. I'm just shocked that the 426 was not, brought up, to be honest with you. The 426, after the crate engine, you would think that there would be some talk about the 426. They just invested how much time and effort into a forced air 426. Why not remove the damn, turbos off the thing and have a forged 426 naturally aspirated that replaces the 392? That is the one piece that it just doesn't make sense to me. That's the only part that really doesn't make sense to me, is losing out on that 392 and having it removed from the lineup. It just it doesn't seem right. Okay, and remember, keep in mind that this is being reported by a guy with a channel that is based around a 392. I'm sure he's sitting there thinking this stinks. So all right, guys, definitely let me know what you think, and if you haven't hit the subscribe button, definitely do it. I really do appreciate all the support that everybody continues giving this growing channel. I absolutely love this channel. It's so awesome, meeting some great people along the way. You guys are great, and yeah, have an awesome day.